You are slowly dismantling yourself, and you have been taught to call it love. You have been trained to label it loyalty. You have convinced yourself it is kindness, morality, or proof that you are a good person. But stripped of comforting language and emotional excuses, it is something far more dangerous. It is self-destruction disguised as virtue. There is an uncomfortable truth about human nature that most people instinctively avoid because it threatens their identity. 5 centuries ago, Niccolo Machiavelli warned rulers about this exact pattern, not as a philosopher, but as a cold observer of reality. Civilized society tries to erase this lesson because it sounds cruel, but cruelty has nothing to do with it. Survival does. Not everyone can be saved. And more disturbingly, not everyone wants to be saved. Some people are not searching for a way out. They are searching for someone to cling to while they sink. When you extend your hand, they do not rise. They pull you under and use your strength as flotation while their chaos consumes you. You already recognize them. The friend who is permanently in crisis. The partner who drains your energy and demands endless understanding. The family member who absorbs your money, time, and peace, then repays you with resentment and entitlement. You believe that if you love harder, sacrifice more, or stay longer, something will change. But Machiavelli would tell you without hesitation that a person who tries to be good at all times will inevitably be destroyed by those who are not. Compassion without limits is not a virtue. It is an open invitation. Predators, parasites, and irresponsible individuals exploit limitless kindness until nothing remains. This is not about cruelty. It is about boundaries. It is about protecting your life force so it can serve those who are capable of growth. If you feel exhausted from giving everything and receiving pain in return, pay attention. This understanding changes how you see people forever. Before examining the types of individuals, you must never try to rescue. You must understand why you feel compelled to do it. Why do you rush toward fires started by the very people screaming for help? You were conditioned to believe that your worth is measured by usefulness, that love means endurance, that saying no is betrayal. Machiavelli viewed this mindset as strategic suicide. Energy is finite, time is finite, power is finite. When you pour these into someone who cannot or will not change, you are not being noble. You are financing your own collapse. Picture a ship crossing open water. Supplies are limited. Space is limited. If everyone is allowed aboard without discernment, including the unstable, the destructive, and the reckless, the ship sinks. Everyone dies, including the innocent. Sometimes the most compassionate act is withdrawal. Sometimes the lesson only arrives at the bottom. When you interfere, you steal the lesson. You interrupt consequence. The first individual to recognize is the one followed by constant disaster. This person appears cursed by life. Every conversation brings a new catastrophe. Employment fails. Relationships implode. Finances collapse. At first, sympathy takes over. You intervene. You help. Brief calm follows. Then destruction resumes. This is not bad luck. It is poor judgment, repeated without accountability. These individuals refuse responsibility. Everything happens to them. Nothing is caused by them. Chaos spreads through proximity. When you anchor yourself to instability, you sink with it. Many lives are ruined trying to stabilize someone addicted to disorder. They thrive on drama because drama excuses effort. If they are always victims, They never need to become capable. Distance is not cruelty, it is containment. The next pattern is more subtle and more painful. This person accepts your help, grows dependent on it, then resents you for providing it. Gratitude fades into expectation. Expectation mutates into entitlement. They believe you owe them support. Saying no provokes guilt, anger, or punishment. This reveals their character completely. Dependence breeds resentment. They despise you because your strength exposes their weakness. Eventually, they will undermine or betray you. A simple test reveals them. Decline a small request. Observe the response. Respect signals health. Manipulation signals danger. At this point, pause and reflect honestly. How many times have you ignored these signs because you wanted to feel needed? The next type is more dangerous still. This one smiles while cutting you down. They share your history, your proximity, your beginnings, but your growth threatens them. They disguise envy as concern. Every success you share is met with doubt, disguised as care. They poison your confidence subtly. Envy cannot be cured by kindness. It turns love into sabotage. Silence becomes survival. Hide progress. Share nothing meaningful. Appear average. Appear struggling. Let them starve of ammunition. If you try to pull them upward, they will sabotage the ascent. Pause here. Breathe. If names are forming in your mind, the discomfort is clarity arriving. You are not obligated to rescue people who destroy themselves through choice. The next individual approaches differently. They do not intimidate or sabotage openly. They collapse. They present themselves as fragile, wounded, overwhelmed by life. Sympathy bypasses logic faster than any weapon. There is a difference between genuine suffering and cultivated helplessness. A true victim seeks escape from pain. A professional victim builds an identity around it. Their weakness becomes currency. Responsibility becomes cruelty in their narrative. Solutions threaten them because healing removes their leverage. Every attempt to help is rejected in subtle ways. Every boundary is framed as abandonment. When you finally withdraw, they rewrite history and cast you as the villain. This is not accidental. It is survival through sympathy. Saving them means erasing yourself. Letting them face consequence is the only act that preserves dignity for both sides. The next figure is the enemy of wisdom itself. Not ignorant, but arrogantly certain. This individual rejects learning because admitting error wounds their ego. You warn them, you explain, you present evidence. They argue endlessly and dismiss reality itself. Logic cannot rescue someone who did not use logic to choose their path. Engagement only drains you. Silence allows consequence to teach what words never could. Observe without involvement. Protect your clarity. The final type is the most devastating. This person repeats betrayal, promises transformation, then repeats the cycle again. Forgiveness becomes permission. Patterns are truth. Character does not shift through words. Past behavior predicts future action. Each rescue teaches them that harm carries no cost. Each return erodes your self-respect. Severance is the only cure. Partial distance invites relapse. Complete withdrawal protects survival. Accept nature. Believe behavior. Stop projecting your conscience onto someone who does not share it. Now the picture is clear. These individuals exist everywhere, in families, in friendships, in relationships. You will be criticized for choosing distance. You will be called cold, strategic, selfish, what they call selfishness. Wisdom calls preservation. Transition from rescuer to sovereign. The rescuer burns to warm others. The sovereign builds structure and stands firm. Those who want growth move toward light. Those who want destruction remain in darkness. Your responsibility is not to carry others. It is to protect the vessel that carries you. When you stop rescuing the unwilling, peace returns, energy returns, health improves, focus sharpens. You become capable of helping those who grow when supported, not those who rot when enabled. Ask yourself this once, honestly: who in your life drains you without changing? And one final question: are you ready to let go of the role that has been slowly killing you? If this message resonated, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing. Your engagement helps ensure these conversations continue to exist.